gonna rejoice and be glad in it. I am your girl, Dr. Telisa Franklin of the Dr. Telisa Show. What we doing over here, y'all? We having those conversations that truly matter to our community and our culture. And one thing I can tell you for sure that it matters to our community is the health and well-being, especially of our seniors. There's so many seniors are suffering in silence because their children or their caretakers really just don't understand what's going on. And so today I'm super excited to have a young lady that is a true champion for taking care of people. And her name is Mrs. Katrina Kimble. She represents the Alzheimer's Association, leads the way to ending it and all dementia by accelerating global research, driving risk reduction and early detection, and maximizing quality care and support. Will you help me welcome to the Dr. Telisa Show, my sister, my friend, Katrina? What's up, my sis?
Thank you so much. Hey, love. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good. I am so good. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of your platform and to just empower, equip, and educate our community about Alzheimer's and all things dementia.
You hear me? Because, Katrina,
Yes.
we need some help.
Yes, we do.
We need
Yes,
some
we
help.
do. Yes, we do.
And I think when we expose people to the awareness, then they say, oh, that's what was happening to mama. That's why TT acting like this. Or that's why daddy forgetting this, because there are some stages. Before we get into that, I want people to know who you are. Because if they know me, they know you like I know you. You're a true champion for all things community. But kind of tell people, who is Katrina Kimble?
Well, Katrina Kimble is very simple. I'm a community health advocate. I've worked in the community for over 20 years. I've done everything from breast cancer to diabetes. I just feel like ever since I was a little girl, I've been called to serve the community. Me and my brother have a running joke. He's a pastor. He's been called to the church. I've been called to the community.
You're right.
And I just truly believe that if you know better and if you're educated and you're informed, then you can make the better choices.
Exactly.
A lot of times we struggle and we struggle in silence because one, we don't know who to ask and we don't know what to ask. So my thing is I want to go to those places where people are already gathered, whether it's the barbecue, the church, the beauty shop. If you get me in front of 20 people, I will talk about it.
Yes, because it's just that easy.
It is.
Because it's from your heart.
It is. I tell people all the time, advocacy work is not that hard. It's just like when you hear a good song or you'll see a good movie you like, you can't wait to tell your friends about that song or that movie.
Right.
The same thing about advocacy and community work. You just want to make sure everybody knows what the good news is and how they can go and live their life to the best abilities that they have.
Yeah, and they deserve it.
And they do. And that's the thing, especially in the communities of color.
Yes.
Where we have been marginalized. We have not always had access to the best health care.
Yes.
We have not always had the best information about the different diseases. And I think that's the biggest thing we've got to start doing in our community. You have to become a gladiator and be educated about whatever the disease is. Yesterday we're talking about Alzheimer's, but whether it's heart disease or breast cancer, don't go by what people are telling you. Go do the research. Look up the information for yourself.
Yes.
Be your best health advocate.
Absolutely. And I think we got to make sure that we just, if it takes, keep drowning it in your heads, be your best advocate, because nobody is want to take care of your health should be you.
Absolutely, and I'm a living testimony of it because several years I struggled with respiratory issues, and I literally had a doctor tell me, you just need to go on vacation.
Wow.
Me going on vacation has nothing to do with breathing.
Yeah.
And so often, specifically people of color, are not heard. I personally have a friend that's a physician that we was in the emergency room advocating for her, and she was a doctor because they weren't even listening to her. So you have to have your voice heard. You have to have people to walk this journey with you.
Yeah. And so when you think about walking this journey, this Alzheimer's and dementia is truly a journey, but what has the impact has been on to the community?
Well,
and especially people of color, black and brown.
Well, unfortunately, like always, we always number one on the list.
Yeah.
You know, the hits just keep coming. Nationally, right now, there's 7 million people that have Alzheimer's. And there's approximately 12 million that are providing unpaid care. Right here in the state of Tennessee, we have 129,000 people that have Alzheimer's. when it comes to African Americans, we're 2 times more likely to have Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia than Caucasians. And if you're an African American woman, you are 2 times. When it comes to comparing women to men, 1 out of every 5 women are at a higher risk versus 1 out of every 10 men that have a risk. So you and I, just because we're African American and the fact that we're a woman, we're already 2 times of a higher risk of having that disease than any other race.
And it's because we're always trying to take care of everybody.
I believe there are several factors. So one of the things we did early this year, we did some work with the American Heart Association, and we found there are like 10 things that we can do to kind of keep our brain. You know, definitely you want to keep yourself, challenge your brain. You know, do something to keep yourself challenged. You know, whether it's doing Sudoku, taking a class. You know, when I go to churches, I tease all the time and say, learn all the books of the Bible.
Yeah.
That'll challenge your brain.
Yeah.
You know, you want to eat more lean foods, not all the fried foods. You want to do some type of movement. Not saying everybody's going to exercise, because I don't. I don't have belong to the gym. I don't have time to go to the gym. But do some type of movement. Take your medicine like you're supposed to. You know, your blood pressure, your diabetes medicine. And then what you really want to do is make sure you're eating bright green leafy foods, red foods, the strawberries, the blueberries. And then the one thing we don't do as adults, get good proper sleep.
Yes, Lord.
There's a difference between resting and sleep.
It is.
I tell people all the time, rest is for the spirit and the soul. Sleep is for the body.
Yeah.
We have got to get back to getting at least 6 hours of good sleep. Because when you get that deep REM sleep, the body will start to heal itself. But if the body is constantly, I had someone say, well, I can't sleep without my TV on. I said, what you don't realize is with light, your brain is looking for something to do. To switch off.
Right.
So if you got a light on in your room or a TV on your room, your brain is seeing light and is going, oh, I need to do something.
Yeah.
So that's why you go to sleep and you wake up tired.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, I'm one, I like it pitch black. As long as I got a fan, I'm on straight.
That's it. That white noise, that's it. Drop that room down to less than 1 temperature degree lower, and you do. And you get that good REM sleep. And even neurologists talk about how important it is that people have good sleep hygiene.
And it means a lot. Many people ask me, Katrina, Telisa, when do you sleep? I said, all the time.
But see,
I get good sleep. When it's to ask anybody, I get good sleep. Even in between work, I get good sleep, right?
Well, and that's what people don't understand is that everybody has a different energy level.
Yes.
And everybody replenishes differently. I get asked the same thing all the time. They're like, when do you rest? I rest all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I plan my rest. One of the things I do for myself, because I am a caregiver, my siblings and I take care of my mom, who's 93, who has Alzheimer's. I put many breaks in. So every 3 months, I'll take off a Friday or a Monday, and I'll take that weekend just to rest and reset.
Yeah. And so I think that's the thing that we failed to do is knowing when to rest and reset and say, okay, and one of my biggest things, especially in this season, I tell people I'm at capacity, right? And I think a lot of times we keep taking and we keep taking and we keep taking. You know, I've had some opportunities come to me probably like the last week. And I say, I'm flattered, but I'm at capacity. I said, let's revisit it, top of the year. I said, because I'm at capacity. And I know during the holidays, anybody know me, that's like my favorite times of the year, right? So I'm going to have all the fun. I'm going to connect with everybody I can. But I want to put more on my plate. And I think a lot of times that, especially women, we keep going and going and going.
Absolutely.
And we're really running on fumes. It's not even no longer your pure energy. It's just the fumes.
I'd say we go from running on pure energy to a generator to being on fumes. And just to piggyback on what you're saying, I say that to caregivers too. Yesterday I had the privilege of being in Jackson to speak at a caregivers conference, and I just want to talk about these 5 C's real quick.
Yeah.
And these apply to everybody, not just caregivers. The first one is capacity. You know, in this season of your life, looking from October to December, what is it really can you take on?
Yes.
And you may have to say no. I tell people sometimes you got to say no to something good because something great is coming. And it's okay. You know, number 2, specifically for caregivers and women too, you know, communicate. You got to open your mouth. I don't know what this thing is about in the Black community about what happens in my house stays in my house. if you better open your mouth
Yes.
and ask for help.
Yes.
But the key is to ask the help from the right person. Sometimes we're asking for help from someone that can't give it to you.
Yes.
They've never gave it to you, and then you're getting mad. Release those unrealistic expectations on yourself and other people. If they can't give it to you, then that's just the truth of the matter, and you got to pivot and turn and go another way. Number 3, we have got to collaborate. Stop trying to do everything by yourself.
Yes.
Allow people to do what they can when they can for you, because everybody's not gifted in the same thing. We have a running joke in my family. I have one sister that loves to cook. She's very talented, and we have another sister. I'm like, why you got a stove in your house?
Yeah.
But we let everybody do what they can for our mom. We collaborate on her care. And then the 4th one, you got to have compassion.
Yes.
Sometimes we don't have enough self-compassion for ourselves.
Yes.
We beat ourselves up. We talk about what we didn't do. We could have done this better. You're doing the best you can with what you have.
Yes.
And whether you like it or not, every decision that you've made has gotten you to where you are right now. And the only one that can change the direction you're going is you.
Exactly.
And then the 5th one, and this is the one that's really hard for a lot of women. And I don't know why, but they just struggle with just opening up their heart and just saying, in this season, this is all I can do. Just setting boundaries.
Yes.
You know, communicating those boundaries. And I tell people, you know, you don't respect my boundaries, you will meet my barrier. And because we'll end up going places we have no intention of going because we never said what we wanted. So I think caregivers, specifically women, because right now 92% of the caregivers are women, and 20% of us end up taking a pay cut, or we end up cutting our job hours, or we end up leaving the workforce when we are caregivers.
Yeah. So there's a lot of sacrifice, and so those 5 C's were amazing. Thank you for sharing. Hey, y'all, I'm your girl, Dr. Telisa. We're sitting here with the one and the only Katrina Kimble, that's talking about all things Alzheimer's and dementia. But more so, y'all, she knows this work. And we as African Americans, especially the Black and brown communities, we got to continue to have these conversations so that we can not just survive in life, but we have the ability to thrive with making the right choices. Hey, keep it locked right here until we come back on the Dr. Telisa Show.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From the
Dr.
roots of history
Show.
to dreams we chase, Dr. Telisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At the
every
Dr.
heartbeat,
Telisa
there's
Show.
a story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel. Here at the Dr. Telisa Show.
It's time for an upgrade. Let's upgrade your skincare routine. If you suffer from acne scars, dark spots, or severe hyperpigmentation, you need the Tones by Coco Brightening Moisturizer, Rapid Dark Spot Corrector, and you have to try our Kojic Acid Sea Moss Soap. These products work so fast, you can see results in just 7 days. You have to try. Shop now and get 10% off your first order at tonesbycoco.com. Hey you, ready to glow up this year? The Tones by Coco Luxury Organic System has the complete skincare regimens that tailor to all skin types. Wash your face to perfection with the trusted luxury organic brand. Our product line will help you solve problematic skin issues such as hyperpigmentation, acne, severe skin dryness, and inflammation. Our daily regimen kits, they help combat these issues, leaving your skin with an even tone appearance, clear from acne and blackheads, moisturized with max hydration, free from irritation and sensitivities. We also carry top quality plant extracted cloth mask, containing herbal healing properties, along with vitamins that add that essential nutrition to your skin. Start your journey today. Vegan, cruelty-free, clinically tested, and ethnically approved. Shop now at www.tonesbycoco.com.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From the
Dr.
roots of
Telisa
history
Show.
to dreams we chase, Dr. Talisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At the
every
Dr.
heartbeat,
Telisa
there's
Show.
a story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel. Here at the Dr. Talisa Show.
I'm sitting here on the Dr. Telisa Show, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you all. Whether you're listening to me riding down the road or you're watching this on whatever platform, thank you. I don't take it lightly that you took a moment to engage with my life to your life, because we are family, y'all. And so just like today, I have a young lady that feels just like family to me, because we've been in these community streets for a mighty long time. Yeah. And the saints in the church saying, I ain't tired yet. And she ain't tired, y'all.
Nope.
Because we know that our community needs us. But one thing I want to dab into, Katrina, that I want you to help us, because there's many people don't know the warning signs of Alzheimer's.
Absolutely.
So they have family members and they're just thinking, Big Mama knew she should have did this, or why Big Mama walk off and do this. Talk about the warning signs that you know about.
Absolutely. So before I start with those, I want to clarify the difference.
Okay.
So dementia and Alzheimer's. So dementia is like an overarching term for any type of memory loss, problem solving. You get to the ability where you can't really figure things out for yourself. It's kind of like when you say heart disease.
Okay.
There's different types of heart disease. You heard of congestive heart failure. You've got AFib.
Yeah.
But the same thing with this. Dementia is like the overarching term, but then Alzheimer's is like a branch off the tree. It's a type of dementia. And what the best way to describe it, I found this to be the best way. You know how we love riding on I-240?
Yes, Lord.
And you see the exit signs.
Yes.
So if you miss your exit, you'll just get off and get back on, because it's just a big circle.
Uh-huh.
Someone who has Alzheimer's, dementia, or any type of brain traumatic injury, they never see the exit signs. So they just stay on the loop.
Ooh.
They just keep going round and round. So that's why when you're trying to communicate with them, they're not processing what you're saying, because their brain is literally failing them every day. So the 10 basic warning signs, and I want to make sure I go with these real slow.
Okay.
Because a lot of times they're very subtle and they're gradual. And if you're not around your loved one all the time, you may not notice this. So one of the first ones is they have memory loss that impacts their daily living. They start to forget things such as they forget to eat. They forget to take their medicine. Now, I know you and I and your listeners, we've all walked in the room, forgot what we were going to get, and turn around and go sit down and go, what was I going to do?
Yes, Lord.
That does not mean you have Alzheimer's. But when you get to the point where you start noticing your loved one, you go to the house, you start noticing that house has an odor, you start noticing their clothes aren't clean, that's when we knew something was going on. My uncle was always immaculate. He was ex-military, but he has vascular dementia, and we started noticing his clothes weren't clean, and we're like, something's going on with him. Another thing is they have they can't figure out problems. Something simple as how to get the key in the door. They get very agitated. Just simple problem solving skills. The third one is difficulty doing simple things like making a grocery list. You said, Mama, or you say, Auntie, go over there and sit down and make the grocery list. You come back 30 minutes later, they haven't wrote anything on the list. Cooking. We knew something wrong with my mom. My mom has made this pound cake forever from scratch. We've never seen a recipe.
Right.
And it was during Thanksgiving. She was standing in the kitchen. She said, what was I doing? I was like, you making the pound cake. And she looked at me. She said, baby girl, what go in here next? I said, Mama, I don't know. I eat the pound cake. I don't cook the pound cake.
Right.
So those type of things. Getting confused about time and place. For example, my mom in June thought it was Christmas. We could not convince her it was not Christmas. She thought it was December. They have trouble recognizing faces. That's when you start seeing that you come in the house and they'll go, who is that?
Yeah.
Having trouble with space, especially with seniors, dark floors. I had a person I was working with, the father wouldn't get him to go to the bathroom. Well, they had dark hardwood floors. So when he get up out the bed at night, he thought he was going to fall because he couldn't see the floor. Because remember, the brain is changing every day. So what we had the family to do was they went to Lowe's or Home Depot and they just bought some towel and they put it from the bathroom to his bed. So now he gets up and goes to the bathroom at night.
Wow.
Number 6, they have trouble speaking or saying or writing words. For example, my godmother went to go get her glasses. You're going to love this. They let her walk out with some Coach frames. So she went in, and she came out in the car. I said, ma'am, what is that on your face? She said, they didn't give me them things. And she kept pointing. I said, what things? She couldn't say lens. She knew what she needed, but she couldn't say the word. So we happily got out the car, went back and took those Coach lid frames back.
Right.
And
We were ready to go to jail.
Ma'am, we're not going to jail for those $2,000 frames.
Yeah.
Number 6, number 7, they misplaced things. That's when your loved ones start accusing you of stealing their purse.
Yeah.
You took my money out, or you moved my car. One of the things we did with my mom, she kept saying we would steal her purse. So we bought her 2 black purses that look exactly the same. And we went to the bank and got her a bunch of ones. So she thinks she got a lot of money.
Right,
so she was sitting there counting, and she got about $21 bills.
Yeah.
You know, so you just gotta kind of get creative. And then the last 3 is when they start having decreased poor judgment. This is when we gotta start watching our loved ones. And it's not just seniors, because I do know a woman that's 57 that just got diagnosed with front temporal dementia.
Wow.
So this is not a senior disease. This disease does not discriminate. It does not care about your race, creed, or color. Look at Bruce Willis. Look at Wendy Williams. We have a lot of famous people that are being impacted by this disease. And when it comes to having poor judgment, this is when people start taking advantage of. This is when the scams start. And they start calling them about, hey, you need a new roof. Or they'll call and say, hey, auntie, grandma, I'm in jail. I need you to send some money. And that's when families, when you get that first diagnosis, you got to start coming up with a plan. And then the last 2 is if you have a person that's very outgoing, that's always involved in the family or in the church, and you start seeing them pulling away, a lot of times they're embarrassed and they don't want you to know what's going on with them. And then the last warning sign is when you start seeing major changes in their moods and personality. They may go from, for example, my mom went from being joyous and outgoing, and she became real quiet and wouldn't really talk to people. My uncle on the other hand, he got a temper. He started saying words that I didn't know he could say, them words.
Yeah.
You kind of have to, this disease, it doesn't show up the same in everybody. Like I just talked about the 10 warning signs, but your loved one may only show 1. And so that's the thing, and a lot of times the family don't see it. It's the people around them. You know, I have talked to families that are in deep denial. I had a family yesterday I met with, and the son is like, there's nothing wrong with our dad. He's in denial. He's in denial. And I told the daughter, I said, this is where you have to step back and go, what is the best decision I can make for my dad? Because your brother's relationship with your father has nothing to do with yours.
Yes.
And that's the biggest thing, if I could say to anyone that's listening, that's caring for someone, stop putting energy into what other people are not doing. Release that. Pray and ask God to send you the people that will help you.
Yes.
Because their relationship with that person has nothing to do with you. I tell people all the time, I have 7 brothers and sisters. They have a relationship with my mama, ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah. Because it's your mama.
It's my mama.
And they mama.
It's their mama. Now, they were here before me.
Yeah.
Now, they say y'all my siblings. But I do what I can for her. And I do it from a place of joy, because the greatest gift can you give someone is to make sure their last years are just as great as their previous years. And I have a girlfriend. She is having a very hard time because her best friend from childhood is 58 years old, and she has front temporal dysphagia, and she does not even recognize her. And
That's
her
hard.
friend is an only child. Both her parents are deceased. So she drives to another state every 2 weekends to give her friend's husband a break. So being called, and this is the thing I think people understand, caregiving is not for everybody.
No.
It's truly a calling.
Very much so.
And when it comes to Alzheimer's and dementia, I just want to encourage everyone, if you need help, reach out to us. We have a 1-800 number. We have people available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they speak over 200 languages. You can call 1-800-272-3900. Again, that number is 1-800-272-3900. And you can call and talk to someone, or you can visit our website, alz.org. And the good thing about us is we're a national nonprofit.
Yes.
So that number will work whether you're in Alaska or Tennessee.
So it fits for everybody.
Yeah.
Because Alzheimer's is just not in Tennessee and Mississippi.
No.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure before I get out of here, talk about your 2025 walk
Yes.
to end
Alzheimer's. So I want to invite every family, friend, group, we don't care. Come out to Shelby Farms on Saturday, November the 1st. Doors will open at 8 o'clock. The walk will start promptly at 9. This is strictly a walk. We do a memory celebration where we acknowledge loved ones that have been diagnosed with the disease, people that have passed on. And the walk is not long, guys. If you come out, I promise you'll be finished by 11 o'clock. You'll have the rest of your day to enjoy.
Love it.
But we would love for you to come out. There is no fee. If you just want to come out and give a donation, you can. If you want to start a team, you can.
Oh, wow.
So what we're just trying to do is we want our community to come out and support families and those that have been diagnosed with this disease, because November is National Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and that's another reason why we're doing the walk in November. And if you say, well, I don't have a team, well, then just put on a purple shirt and come out and walk, because that's our color is purple. So
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Katrina.
Of course.
Thank you for sharing. I think those 5 C's and then those 10 warning signs, I think if you missed the show, y'all make sure you go back. You can always go, if you're riding on the road, you can always go to my social media and find that show. Go to my YouTube channel, and they'll have this as well, because I think they need to jot this down, because this is great information. Before I get you out of here, I like to ask all of my guests, but you ain't guests, you family.
Yeah.
What is the one word you would use to describe community?
Ooh, the one word to describe community, it would be unity.
Unity. And what's the one word you would use to describe culture?
The one word to describe culture, I would say, is acceptance.
Acceptance. So in order for us to move the needle in all of our community, we got to have those conversations of unity and acceptance. Because right now, a lot of people don't want to accept the things that cannot change. It's serenity prayer.
It is. It really is. I just believe that, my parents taught me it doesn't cost you anything to be respectful and kind.
Yes.
I might not always agree with your point of view, but I can be respectful and kind. And I think that's what we're missing. I mean, I travel, in my job, I go to a lot of rural communities that don't look like me.
Yeah.
But seeing people understand that this disease don't care about race, creed, or color, or economic status.
Because when it happens in your family, you're open to listen.
That's what it is.
So it gets different when it's in your house.
Yeah, it does. And what it does is it actually brings everybody to the table and realize that this disease will kick your door in. It will take your loved one.
Yes.
And you have to be equipped for the battle. And that's the thing. But the last thing I want to say, find joy in the journey.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I love
it.
Journey.
Thank you so much, my sister. I
You're
appreciate
welcome,
you.
love.
Y'all don't forget, November 1st, let's walk to end Alzheimer's, and I think we can do it together. Hey, y'all, I'm your girl, Dr. Telisa Franklin. Know that I love you, baby. Absolutely, positively. Love you, and there is nothing you can do about it. Make this day, make this moment, make this second the best ever, and learn how to be the best version of you. Why? Because everybody else is already taken. Until next time, be blessed is my prayer for you.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From the
Dr.
roots of history
Show.
to dreams we chase, Dr. Telisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At
every
the Dr.
heartbeat,
Telisa
there's
Show.
a story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel. Here at the Dr. Telisa Show.
It's time for upgrade. Let's upgrade your skincare routine. If you suffer from acne scars, dark spots, or severe hyperpigmentation, you need the Tones by Coco Brightening Moisturizer, Rapid Dark Spot Corrector, and you have to try our Kojic Acid Sea Moss Soap. These products work so fast, you can see results in just 7 days. You have to try. Shop now and get 10% off your first order at tonesbycoco.com. Hey you, ready to glow up this year? The Tones by Coco Luxury Organic System has the complete skincare regimens that tailor to all skin types. Wash your face to perfection with the trusted luxury organic brand. Our product line will help you solve problematic skin issues such as hyperpigmentation, acne, severe skin dryness, and inflammation. Our daily regimen kits, they help combat these issues, leaving your skin with an even tone appearance, clear from acne and blackheads, moisturized with max hydration, free from irritation and sensitivities. We also carry top quality plant extracted cloth mask containing herbal healing properties, along with vitamins that add that essential nutrition to your skin. Start your journey today. Vegan, cruelty-free, clinically tested, and ethnically approved. Shop now at www.tonesbycoco.com.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From the
Dr.
roots of
Telisa
history
Show
to dreams we chase, Dr. Talisa Franklin shines a light on every face and
At the
every
Dr.
heartbeat.
Telisa
There's
Show.
a story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel here at the Dr. Talisa Show.